I've become a chachu. So it's now Neil Chachu is very happy and very proud. He's going to make a fabulous father and Aishwarya is going to make a fabulous mother. In Players, yes, my character, मेरा किरदार जो है स्पाइडर का है. All the twists of the original Italian Job have been twisted in Players. Today, I'm sorry to say this, but the worst films are being the biggest hits. And that, my friend, is very important. You're not cheating an audience. Hi, this is Neil Nitin Mukesh and you're watching me on Bollywood, Hungama.com. Identity dogmatism, the image is always its style, stronger the ego with media masturbation. We have one of the nicest and most chilled out guys in Bollywood, Neil Nitin Mukesh. Wonderful to have you back on Bollywood Hungama. Thanks, Faridoon. How are things? Things are very good, yeah. Things are very good. You tell me. All good. Sucking you off in a smile of any culture like a congregation. You're being a spider? I'm being a spider. In Players, yes, my character, मेरा किरदार जो है स्पाइडर का है. Okay. और Spider is a computer geek. He's a computer whiz, and it's the film's based on a robbery, and he's the computer mind behind this entire robbery. Yeah. So, how's the experience of working with I think you worked in ensemble cast earlier as well. I have, but this film takes it to another level of an ensemble cast. We have Abhishek Bachchan, Bobby Deol, Sikandar, Romi, Pasha, Sonam, myself, and of course the two most important players of the film, Abbas by Mustan. Yeah, I think both of them are the USP point of the film. They've taken this film to another level. It's the official remake of the Italian Job, but one thing I must tell you is all the twists of the original Italian Job have been twisted in Players, and that's the USP of having Abbas by Mustan. How was the experience of working with someone like Abbas Mustan? They're experts at action thrillers or not? This is my first film with them. And the first action film, I believe, right? No, I've done an action film before also. Right. I mean, but yeah, if you go, you're correct when you say this an out and out, all out. That had like I think a subtext to it that had a bit of surreal feel to it. This is definitely an cerebral feel to it rather. Yeah, this is definitely an all out action film for me. It definitely is the first of its kind in the space and the genre that it belongs to. And my first film with Abbas by Mustan, fabulous working with them. I was a little skeptical and nervous in the start that how would I handle working with such stalwarts. But the beauty about them is that they've grown with time. They've moved ahead with time. And the best thing is that they're so clear with their vision and their character. And so comfortable with their actors. I was very scared of them, intimidated by the presence because it's Abbas by Mustan bhai, and they've given so many hits earlier. It's not only about the hits, it's about them being really strong directors and strong technicians, So when you know that brilliant technicians like them are going to be there sitting on a chair judging your work for you, wow, it's a big call for
definitely
you.
You have Abhishek Bachchan in the film as well, so we'd like to wish him for his latest baby.
I've become a chachu. So it's now, Neil Chachu is very happy and very proud.
You've seen the girl?
The princess has arrived. I haven't yet gotten the opportunity. I'm waiting for Bhabhi to get back home. So once she's back home is when I will jump into the house and probably go and meet the baby. And I'm very happy for Abhishek and Aishwarya, both of them, for Amit uncle, for Jaya auntie, for all of them. I'm really, really happy. He's going to make a fabulous father and Aishwarya is going to make a fabulous mother.
Talking about the film, the promo, the first promo got a very good response. I think it's a very, very slick kind of promo, and everything is flowing into the place as well. And with Bipasha in a bikini as well, that the oom factor is working as well.
Is that what you like about the promo?
To be honest, like as a viewer, I did. One of the factors, right. Okay? I think tadka hona chahiye types.
Bilkul.
That's being honest about it. What kind of responses have you got?
Touchwood, till now we've got only positive responses. Everyone's really looking forward to seeing the film. The best thing is that very rarely does a film in the first promo itself tell you what the film is all about, and that, my friend, is very important. You're not cheating an audience. You're telling them that this film is a heist film. It's based on a robbery. There's gold in it. These are the X factors of the film. This is the sex element of the film. This is the action, and this is the scale. So Abbas bhai, Mustan bhai, from the word go, have said, please go and go for gold with players coming, and this is what the film is going to offer you. And I feel that people have accepted that because they've related to it instantly. That, okay, this film is this, and this is looking interesting, nice, yeah. I've got only positive responses up to now.
Okay. Many a times I'm sure that the same question must be asked to you again and again and again and again. I think after a point of time it must be getting boring as well.
Do you want to know what I've done for that?
Tell me.
I swear I've done this today for the first time. I've carried a dictaphone. I thought I'm going to record all the answers on this. Sure. And whoever repeats the question for me, I'm just going to play the answer out. Because I need to give my voice rest.
That means that we've not been asking the same questions. Fantastic. But you're still as someone who's associated with any film whatsoever, maybe players any of your other films as well, what are the sort of questions that you would want to be asked as such?
I love for people to ask me questions more related to the character. I love for people to ask me the technical side of the film. I love for people to ask me the experience as far as developing the character or shooting it or putting it across on screen for you all is concerned.
Tell us something about the development of the character.
See, Charlie, Spider are characters that I think Abbas bhai and Mustan bhai have penned down with their writers. Both of them needed a certain new age feel to them. And Spider is not trying to ape a superhero Spider, but because it's computer related and it's a web. The internet is like a web, right? It's like constantly knitting into something. It's a correlation with this character who's the world's biggest hacker, and his name is Spider because that's his code name and that's his identity. I think Spider is brilliantly written down with his layers, with his nuances, with his gestures to portray on screen for any actor. And I just wanted to take it to another level with coming out on board with this film. Abbas bhai, Mustan bhai narrated this film to me, I remember, and I knew that this is what I really want to do with this film. And then obviously I love the fact that they are so clear with the vision of what they have for Spider. Is if I was over, they would say tone down. If I was low, they would say just go slightly high. And that's all that communication that happened for me and Abbas bhai on set. Neil, thoda upar, Neil, thoda niche. And I knew that what they are looking out for.
You've had, I think, some very fine performances, be it Johnny Gaddaar or New York. You had a fantastic performance as well. Lafange Parinde, you're pretty good. And now, as an actor, as someone who's part of the film industry as well, your parents have been part of the film industry, or your grandfather has been. You're having a successful film like a New York. It gives a huge boost to you. You have a good film like a Lafange Parinde, which does not do that well at the box office. What sort of pressures does it put on you with the expectations from the next film? Because यहाँ पर हर किसी को आप चाहे एक्टर आप चाहे कैसे भी हो, आपका बॉक्स ऑफिस जो है बहुत ज़्यादा एकदम उसके ऊपर एम्फेसिस हो गया.
वही तो प्रॉब्लम हो गई है. आज कोई हुनर को नहीं देखता, सिर्फ देखते हैं कि आपकी फिल्म में पैसा कितना कमाया है.
बिल्कुल सही बात.
अगर हुनर देखते तो फिर शायद काम अच्छा और मिलता.
मगर पैसा कितना बना रहे हैं लोग आज सब business हो गया है. You know, it's become, unfortunately, this beautiful creative field has now become nothing but business. And it kind of, sometimes it does really upset me, because if I wanted to get into the business aspect of films, I would rather be a producer and not be an actor. So if a film is not doing well on a box office, it's my fault as an actor. If it's doing well, then it's my pat on the back. If I'm good in the film, there's a pat on my back. If I'm not bad, so it's always, the gun is on your head. You know, nobody understands the 20 other aspects of films that get into making a film. It's not just one actor who has to carry the burden on his shoulder.
Someone can say that they can be an option as well, they can be a solution. You work with someone like a Sriram Raghavan on a Johnny Gaddaar, which is, I think, a very fine film. Many people have said in the last 5 years or something, it's one of the finest quirky films that we've had.
Business करते हैं. मैं ऐसा कोई काम नहीं कर रहा हूँ जो illegal है.
How about maybe going ahead and doing a similar sort of cinema?
I'd love to.
Which is low on budget.
Where is
and
the
you can
script?
go ahead. Maybe you can ask for produce it yourself and make it less.
I love to do it, but who'll direct it?
I'm sure that there are lots of young directors coming up.
There are intelligent young directors. I've signed 6 films right now, one after the other, which you all will know of as I keep doing the films, with practically all new people, because I found their talent interesting. But as far as Johnny Gaddaar is concerned, and that space and that thought, that mind, you need to know that people need to make such films.
आप तो चेहरा देखते ही पहचान जाते हैं.
Today, I'm sorry to say this, but the worst films are being the biggest hits, and the best films are not being noticed also. So it leaves you slightly disillusioned as far as cinema is concerned. Okay, what is it that are people wanting to make? Is it becoming business? Do you become... So what I need to figure out, I'm in that whole very, question mark zone of my career and my life right now, where I'm deciding and I'm sitting back and taking this decision and saying, okay, should I get into this mess or should I just continue with the purity? Somewhere my heart says that I should continue with my purity.
You should, because there are many interesting films have come up. There has been an Udaan, there has a Stanley Gaddaar.
Exactly.
There are lots of Shahryar party has been there, which are very sensible films.
I've never been safe with any of my films. I've always tried something different. Whether it's doing a jail. I don't think any of the young actors would have done a jail so soon in their career. I do a Parag Dikshit. I personally feel it's one of the best films made by Madhur Bhandarkar, and it's one of my best films ever.
Sure.
Okay. Nobody would have done a ruffian like Lafange Parinde. I love to do it because nobody else is doing it.
ये सिर्फ मरवाना है.
So I like to do things that others are not going to be. I don't like to be in a safe zone.
Which is commendable.
Sucking you off with a smile, and culture like a